How do you set the frame for the meeting? Now, when we talk about framing, it's context setting. When people are sitting in meetings, they are desperately clamoring for this in their minds. What's my role here? Now, if the meetings have been going on and if they are familiar with it, they'll have already arriving with a sense of what my role and place is within the context of the meeting. Newbies, those that are maybe are outsiders, are wondering, how do I play here? Now, the framing will set the context of what role and expectation there is of participation in the meeting. Now, here we come back to one of the most fundamental aspects of effective communication: connection. How you connect with people. And again, sounds so simple, and yet so often one of the elements forgotten: quality of eye contact. As you sit there setting the frame for the meeting, the purpose, is this decision making, is this reflection and review, is this planning, is this strategy, or whatever it is, make sure you consciously connect and engage with every person at the table. Now, what I mean by conscious connection is that your full attention, your full intention is focused on their response to you. And what are you checking for? You're checking for their commitment to being present, their commitment to being in the meeting. Now, at this point, you may pick up a lot of information. You may immediately notice those that are guarded or reticent. You may even get some that are already coming in what's called with their pre-agenda. They've already got their agenda of the day or their most favorite item, which they constantly bring to meetings, ready to launch. You get those that are just showing up with reluctant compliance. In other words, they're just sitting there because that's where they've been told to go. Then you get those that are legitimately playing. They're there, they're engaged. Your role as the facilitator, as the leader of the meeting, is to ensure that you don't let people get away with anything. In other words, if you notice that there's resistance or negativity, if you notice that there's only people there with some sort of compliance energy, in other words, I'm just showing up and looking alert, this is where the framing component becomes critical.